Super Bowl, Super Donnie, coming your way. Make sure I'm muted so they don't have to hear my play-by-play. Let's see. Nav, welcome in. How's your day going? Thanks for watching on TikTok. Zinfruit, welcome in. It's a cool dog on your profile picture there, Zen. Good to see you. Aubrey will boot it away. Hey, what's happening, buddy? Yeah, hope you do too. You have any fun plans for the weekend, Hookah guy? Bison, how's it going there? Oh, change up the name. Yeah, I kind of like both of them, but yeah, the hookah thing's it was popular in certain communities, right? Cinema Toast Crunch and Abe, how are you guys? Welcome in. If you can, try to get the same name on all the platforms as you grow your content as a streamer. Let's see. Cinema, I've been doing great. What's new with you, friend? Ooh, double bracketed. Should have thrown that there. Seems like the first game of the day, I'm always waking up and making mistakes. So quickly, down 6. Should have just ran the ball. Okay, so he's got the Saints theme. He's on top quickly. It's like, oh, that Texas route's open. I just looked at the right-hand side linebacker, and then realized the other guy was there in the zone. A little too late. 18 plus, at least in America. That's why you changed it to match your other things. Yeah, if it's the same everywhere, then people can go look you up on Instagram or Twitter, and find your content, more easily. AMG Performance and Nutrition. Hey, what's going on, AMG? Thanks for following. What type of performance and nutrition do you guys have? Is that like a supplement deal, or is it I don't know, like hiring a trainer at a gym for AMG? Hey, David, how are you, David? Good to see you there. Jude, we're not rooting for the Hoodats. We're rooting for the Seahawks here. Yeah, what's happening, AMG? Opponent's paused, so we gotta wait. I threw him a pick 6. It doesn't seem like he needs to pause. Personal training and nutrition coaching. Where are you guys located? Is it a nationwide deal, or is it specific to a certain state? I try to lean into the run game, even though I got myself behind with a pass attack. New Hampshire based online coaching's available. That sounds awesome. And you guys make TikTok content where people can get some tips and stuff by following your account. David, thank you very much for the 6-7 for 67 jewels in the red platform. My day's been good. Thanks for your support, friend. Just kind of waking up and getting started. Had a CO2 alarm last night that was chirping. Thankfully, I wasn't dying of CO2 poisoning. It was just the battery needed to be replaced. But yeah, a little groggy from waking up and dealing with that. Had the open receiver, but took too long to get the throw out. Metcalf's going to have some room to romp, though. And we're inside the 50. Just started content creating. Yeah, I think it's a great way to grow your business. People can get the word of mouth, and then with you guys having online coaching as well, you can get clients around the globe. Kenneth Walker's got a good lane. And he's got a speedy defender who'll chase us down. He's hoping to take that to the house. Last couple plays, I thought we might go to the house. Can I tell you a joke? Sure, absolutely. Give me a second. I have a joke command over in the purple chat. It'll generate a joke for me. I couldn't get a reservation at the library. They were completely booked, David. We are multi-streaming, so I'm chatting with everybody on all the platforms. Windsor's in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the heart me to get us rolling here on TikTok chat. If you're not tapping, you're napping. You guys got to get on Windsor's level. Windsor, how's your Friday morning? Who are you liking tonight? Indiana versus Oregon. What do you think about Miami last night? If you haven't watched the game, Beck legacy game there, running into the end zone late. All right, 7-all. Opponent hasn't touched the ball on offense. He had a defensive touchdown. Can't wait for that game. Yeah, I hope it's going to be a good game. I hope Oregon's up to the task. I feel like Indiana certainly is going to be locked in for this one. Let's see, the Seahawks are your favorite team. They're going to win the Super Bowl, says NBA Edit Meister, or Master. Man, I hope we're going to win the Super Bowl. We got to win one game at a time. You know, for now, we don't know who our opponent's going to be, but yeah, I'm not going to overlook anybody in the playoffs. Jay Vickerson, how's it going, Jay? And Shaquan Barkley hits a seam. I don't know if my guys can chase him down. This is one of those games here. Windsor is going Indiana, hoping for a great game. Yeah, I think I have more Indiana fans around than I do Oregon fans. But I know I have a couple guys that are going to be rooting for Oregon too. Vince, welcome in. I think I just would love to see another game similar to last night where, you know, some back and forth in the fourth quarter, edge of your seat game. And then hopefully we get a good national title game, you know, coming up. QB duel should be fun. Yeah. Moore versus Mendoza. I get conflicting things from chat too. Some people tell me Moore is like possibly the first overall pick. Other people don't think so highly of him. I know a lot of people are kind of hyped up on Mendoza right now. Hey, Trollface, how's your day going? A lot of you guys popping in on the red platform this morning. We love it. If you're on the red platform, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up for me. Be super helpful. Moore's a stud, says AMG. Who does Windsor want to go to the silver and black? Windsor's a fan of the Raiders, and they'll be probably getting a quarterback. Patriot fan, thoughts on your game? I think you guys are going to win easily. I'm pretty confident in the Patriots at this moment. And Jimmy tried to fit that in there. It was almost a pick. Well, these are short games. And get myself down here in this playoff event. 2-minute quarters. Oh, that throws off the mark. I thought I could get him with a little bluff the scramble and step into the pocket and throw, but that sailed on me, so turnover on downs. You like Mendoza. You feel like more, might have more upside. Does Windsor. Agor, welcome in. Thanks for following, Agor. Moore is going to go to the Jets and get cut in 3 years after going 9-8 every season. That's a hot take from the red platform. Colin, thanks for sharing the stream. We love the shares. If you're not sharing, you're not caring. That's what I've been told here. So some of these APs that were supposed to melt aren't really melted, and they still have a discount to them. Yeah, 9-8 would be amazing for the Jets. If he gets them to 9-8, they're not going to move on from him. Yeah. He thought he was giving us a hot take. He even said hot take on his comment, but that's kind of a base take. I think Jets fans would be thrilled to be on the winning side for a change. Thanks for the reactions, whoever sent those for our red stream, the YT stream. I'm trying to say the name too much because, you know, TikTok gets jealous. Bummer, he rolls off. I'm in big trouble, guys. What's up, Skyballer? Thanks for being there. Thank you for the bits. Might not happen, but how do I feel about Steelers versus the Packers in the Super Bowl game for Rodgers' final game? Feel like I'm going to waste zero mental energy imagining that because I don't think either team's prime for a Super Bowl run this year. Although it'd be fun for Rodgers fans or haters, maybe. But yeah, I don't think we're getting the Throw Rogan Bowl this year. Maybe next year if he comes back. Yeah, Seahawks-Patriot rematch is a possibility. Seahawks and Broncos could rematch again, too. But, you know, Seattle could be one and done. We got to see how McDonald does. It's going to be his first game as a head coach in the playoffs. It's going to be Darnold's first attempt to win a game in the playoffs. Or looking for his first playoff win. I think he was starter for the Vikings last year. So some of these guys got to get the, you know, the resume built up there. DK was killing you in Mutt last night. Sounds like real life DK, man. Sometimes he just makes the most amazing jaw-dropping deal, and then other times he drops the wide open pass. Exciting playoff games this season. Yeah, they should be good. Texans on Monday. You rooting for the Texans? You think they get it done against Pittsburgh? Yeah, he had the spy. He sent the spy. And we got him locked down. We'll get Vic out of bounds. Trying to claw back into this thing. But he's not even blitzing that hard. I'm just making mistakes. He catches everything after the big hit. Sean of Motown. What's happening, Sean of Motown? What's the red app? Oh, same name. Yeah, same name everywhere, AMG. Don't want to just scramble with Vic, but it seems to be our best option. I have a little thing that'll pop it up. We're live on the red and the purple streams. Oh, where is it? There it is. I just don't usually leave it on the camera or on the scene because we know how TikTok is. Why is Vic right-handed? Why is the sky blue, dude? Things that nobody knows. Why are we alive? But no, they made right-handed Vic because I guess right-handed quarterbacks play better in the game because of the way the animations line up. So it's just kind of like a silly in-season fantasy type card. Similar to all the out-of-position cards they drop. Heck, I'm playing Madden. I'm not much of a college football guy. Skyballer's got Pittsburgh winning that game coming up. They are in Pittsburgh, so you know, if you rate the game evenly, I usually try to go for the home team. Hey, welcome over, AMG. Good to have you in the red stream too. So the Tigers and Tariq are 13 million apart. He wants 32 million. They offer 19. 32 seems about right for Cy Young, Triple Crown pitcher to me. Sometimes ownership is just stubborn, or ownership just doesn't want to pony up the money, right? Only game Skyballer is unsure of is Patriots Chargers. He's not much of a Patriot believer. Jordan Calvert, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, Jordan. The lights are flashing. The timer's going up. Jordan, are you a Michael Jordan fan or a LeBron fan? You know, in the GOAT conversation. This guy breaks the touchdown run with Barkley. May as well quit. Decided to watch college ball in 26. Those are the resolutions for the buddy. Skyballer is here. Skyballer, you have every weekend off, or do you guys work weekends with your job? Gary, what's up, bud? Thanks for being there in the red stream. How dare I not mention Kobe in the conversation? Yeah, Kobe's not really in the conversation. Don't really like basketball for Jordan. Bill Russell's more in the conversation than Kobe. How about that? Russell got a ring for every finger and the thumbs. Let's see. They definitely have the money. They founded Little Caesars. He's worth $3.8 billion. They need to pony up the money and not let their star go. Cheetah, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you. I'm getting stomped in this game, Cheetah. It's first game of the day, which is kind of par for the course for me. I usually need one to wake up. Let's see. Sit in the truck or the construction trailer and chill at work. That's nice that you get some downtime there. AMG's everywhere, bud. Thanks for being a multi-way follower. Skyballer, thank you for the bits. Where's the bit bomb emote? There it is. He's going through a divorce anybody's guess at this point. He may be significantly less rich, depending on if he had a prenuptial agreement. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to give you the weather. I was trying to give you the Discord links and all those things. You're watching the guys tie rebar while you watch me. Yeah, AMG. I hope you guys check out AMG. He's doing fitness coaching and nutritional advice. He's based out of New Hampshire and got the online coaching for everybody that needs it. Let's see, you go check everything at the end of the day. That's a pretty cool job you got, Skyballer. All right, I need a defensive turnover or something to bring me back into this. Cheetah, are you going to watch the NFL this coming weekend? And if so, I got to assume you're rooting for the Steelers to lose. Do you have any other big rooting interests for these games? Cheetah was last on some college football. Dude, that is good for the money. Am I excited for the playoffs? Sure. I like Seattle. They're still in there for now. So at this moment, I'm excited, Jack. Yeah, I could probably just kneel down on it here. The stress is not healthy. So when does it get stressful? If you go in and the crew did a sloppy job, now you got to go and call the client and tell them that you're going to need an extra day and it's more material costs and all that. Because you just described the easiest deal, man. You drive to the site, you hang out in your truck, and then you just go and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you guys did the rebar the right way. So yeah, where's the stress at? Okay, the weather. I can see that causing some issues. Who does Seattle play? We don't know. They got the bye week. They have to wait for the results this week. Good game for my opponent, not for me. The Ole Miss no call was woodwork. Hadn't planned on watching any of the games, college or NFL. Got the second win with the news earlier this week for Cheetah. Yeah, wild. Yeah, that was pretty wild work. Timeline schedule can be tight. They don't get along, constant drama and fighting. I had a friend that was from El Salvador. He told me something similar. Once people found out he was from El Salvador out this way, but probably depends on who you have and different personalities too. Hey, what's up, Boski? How are you? Rooting interest in Mike Mack and the Seahawks. I think the consensus of the fan base, and this is one of those deals. Put your foot in your mouth. The fan base seems to want the Packers to win for a lot of the Seahawks fans. I think they believe they match up well with Green Bay, and I think part of it is also hoping to avoid the 49ers or Rams in the first game for Seattle. But we'll see how it all plays out. Let's see. Give you 5 minutes right now. Going to check all the work that they've done, catch any errors, so they can fix it before they leave. That sounds reasonable. Boski, who do you think wins tonight between Indiana and Oregon? Boy, it took a long time to get a match. I thought we were loading in, but it's still here in the search opponent thing. Weird. I thought I found me a game. I feel like I'm gonna have to quit out and lose this one. Boski's got Oregon tonight. Guys, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was just about to close app and then it switched scenes. I'm playing the playoff event, so they're 2-minute quarters and hopefully rack up some rewards here on the victory vouchers or wherever they are. This guy's got the $3 million man there, Bo Nix. Need to stick to the run game, not come out throwing early. Yeah, what's a pretty crazy game? You got Bo for 2.9. Well, what's the point of having 20 million coins and not using it for your team's quarterback when he fits the theme and all that? Back there, that is the watch preference. Hey, gotta watch wherever you're happiest at, AMG. Bray, welcome in. Thanks for following, Bray. Those of you that just followed, who's your favorite NFL team, guys? 22 point. Yeah, I knew you had a boatload of coins. And of course, testament to you for winning as often as you do in Madden. But yeah, what's the point of having all that stuff if you're not going to use it occasionally? You got to keep your team up to date. Can't be playing most feared cards in January. The GOAT Kobe just followed. I just trolled one Laker fan. Said Kobe wasn't in the GOAT conversation. And suddenly this account comes in. Are you the same guy that I told Kobe wasn't that good? Did you jump on your Kobe Stan account, buddy? Or is that not the case? And Vic will get us a first down. I actually think Kobe does probably belong in the conversation. I just wanted to give the guy a hard time. Brady likes the Ravens. You're 494 and 197 in head-to-head season. See, you do spend money though. Can't act like it's all from winning. You'd have a boatload of coins just from winning though too. He doesn't belong. He's in his own category, says Trayson. Or Trayston. Kobe is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Alright, it's too easy. Looks like I knew what I was doing for a minute. Do I play one-on-one? Sure. If you'd like to add me, it is Daniel Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch 2. Or you can wait and stream snipe me. We're playing the Mutt event. But, yeah. Grab a ticket and just hang out there, Bray, if you're ready to go. That's me. That's me, Jay. All right, Bobby Wagner boots it away. And if anybody doesn't like it, blame Tanner. Whenever Tanner, the moderator, shows up, Tanner's fault. He made me switch up my PlayStation name and my Xbox name, all of it. So, Skyballer, will you play Madden year-round, or are you going to play, like, 2K or FIFA or MLB or any of that stuff, come summertime? I feel like Indiana looks unstoppable, but I don't know. Maybe Oregon's up to the task. I'm really casual college observer to McDougal, so may not be the right guy to ask. No, just streaming for the most part this weekend. Matt, yeah. Just told Bray the way to add me. Best way is probably to stream snipe, but you guys could add me if you want. 2K is your jam for AMG. No way. He's going to risk it all as McDougal. You play it year-round. We'll play other games for little breaks. When F Your Couch comes over, are you guys going to play a lot of duos together? Or are you guys just going to do like IRL stuff together? You guys going to the restaurant together and streaming off your phones would be pretty fun too, in my estimation. All right, Playmaker didn't work for him. We had pretty good coverage on Travis Hunter, I think it was. I hope it works out for you, McDougal, if you go through with that. I was trying to put the edge rusher in the flat against the running back, and I just never got back to where I wanted to, usering-wise. But it is what it is. Oh, there he is. He's in the flat. Not thanks to anything I did, but the defense was where it needed to be. Let's see, your online dynasty for NCAA, 2 games a week, 25 guys. Also got an offline dynasty that you play, and you're playing Battlefield 6 a little bit for Skyballer. We got Luke Wyatt coming in with a fall. Thanks, Luke. Let's see, life savings and current paycheck are only $500 apart. Oh, I gotta send a message. That's what that alarm's for. Send a message with my elite Madden skills here. Keep you guys entertained. Are you familiar with the concept of bankroll management, McDougal? Learned it in my card playing days. Slowly but surely I learned. The Harrington on Hold'em series turned me into a winning player after previously being a fish. More familiar with fine dining. Yeah, McDougal's just living it up, man. He doesn't care. about no management. Do I play anything else? I usually play MLB The Show a lot in the spring and summertime. Boy, DK Metcalf didn't want to get his hands dirty there on that series of plays. Didn't want to bother to block. Thanks, DK. Well, we get a chance to run down the clock and not give him so much time back the other way. Yeah, that was criminal. It's like, you want to help Jerry Rice out a little bit? At least pretend you're helping Jerry Rice out. Watch me get stuff down here now. Then Metcalf on a screen. Nick, if I was looking for an offensive coordinator, I'd hire Skyballer. No backseat gaming, Nick. There we go. We'll find DK. But I get everybody in chat telling me X was open and stuff. By the time I see it, I'm 2 plays ahead of you guys because there's always a stream to chat delay. It doesn't help anything. Nick, you're not even a follower. You're not invested in the stream to be giving me screenplay advice here. Calm down, Nick. Maybe Nick is a follower. Maybe Nick's a day one guy that I forgot about. How dare me? Poe was open on the kick. Frowny face, thanks for following. AMG knows. AMG just got here and he already knows. Colton, welcome to our community. Thanks for flashing the lights and increasing the time of the stream, Colton. Today's question of the day: do you prefer dad jokes or dark humor? AMG equals ball knowledge. AMG, are you a urologist? Just playing, buddy. Let's see. Got a Pokemon spawning in the purple screen. Goes to the flat. He gets 1 second to try to run something else. But anyways, if you want to increase your ball knowledge, guys, use creator code DFR15 for manscaped.com. You'll get 15% off and free international shipping at manscaped.com, but only if you use my code DFR15. Do I run the meta defense like everyone else? I don't think so. I don't think I know what the meta is. Casey, thanks for following. I like the smiley face in the profile picture, Casey. Or, excuse me, the profile display name. I always want to say profile picture. Get stuff transversed too often. We're up 2 touchdowns. If we get the ball, we're looking to run out the clock. Short quarters in these playoff event games. Looking for the victory vouchers that we can use as the playoff currency. Dark humor is always good. Solid dad jokes feed the family, says AMG. I get my share of them in. Sometimes I feel like viewers are probably rolling their eyes at me too. as they swipe away to a different stream. Or they close the app. That's enough internet for the day. Is Bo Nix QB1 or should you get Cam Ward? Oh, I think Bo Nix is fine. Rolling the eyes equals hater. I like the way you think, AMG. I'm glad you found the stream. This guy just throws himself on the ground. He didn't want to let Tavon Austin take a hit stick there. Good read. He's got Ingram, and Ingram is going to get in. So now we'll try to chew out the remainder of the clock. Emilio, Jesus for life. 2, thank you for the rose, Emilio. You guys are on the TikTok stream. The tapping, then the likes and the shares definitely helps. NFL coaching carousel's very intriguing right now. Seems like a lot of teams are trying to get McDaniel to come in as the offensive coordinator. feel like he can get another head coaching job, though, if he wants it. Slushy King's there. Hey, how's it going, Slushy? Seahawks. Baby Girl 321. How's it going, baby? Thanks for following. Baby Girl, who's your favorite NFL team? And I meant to be running the clock here, and I'm coming out throwing. Slushy King, thanks for the heart, new friend. Slushy King got a crazy offer, huge offer for his business. Contemplating selling it the other day. JBT TV, welcome in. Baby Girl's a Seahawks fan. Who's your favorite Seahawks player? I'm also a Seahawks fan. As you might have been able to guess. Just missed running the final play of the quarter. Got tackled down. We have to run one more play. Play clock's a little bit ahead of the game clock. Cooper Kupp. Am I a real Seahawks fan? No, I'm a fake Seahawks fan. It was made with pleather, as opposed to real Horsehide. Get out of here, Trey. Trey's trying to check people's fandom at the door. This may sound arrogant on behalf of my favorite team, but I think jobs are going to fall in place once the Ravens job is close, as I'm the cheetah. Yeah, I would imagine that's the one that people probably want the most. Unless you, like, already have family in Miami or something. You know what I mean? Where it's just a regional deal. But, yeah, I would assume you would want to go there. Big Rig. How's it going, Big? Marky Mark, welcome in. As a Michigan State fan, you love K9, but as a Patriots fan, you can't release that. They're doing really good this year. They're actually in the playoffs. Yep, it's been a good year for Seattle so far. We'll see what the playoffs hold. Or wherever Harbaugh goes. Yeah, Harbaugh may be a chain too. I'm sure you've seen the memes, but I've seen a lot of memes. Now they're getting stale, but the ones that are saying like John Harbaugh is interviewing for the Ravens job. Harbaugh should take the New York Giants as AMG. I think for him not being in the same conference with his brother would be good to some degree. That way they could try to play another Super Bowl against each other if they both stick in the league. Group rebuild already planted. I wonder how keen Harbaugh would be to coach Jackson Dart, though, if he wants to go there. Hilarious, the Dolphins fired McDaniel for a chance at John Harbaugh. I'm not convinced McDaniel's that good, but it's weird that they're just like, oh, okay, we decided to move on now that there's a coach we're interested in. You know, allegedly. And it seems like there's some truth to that. And not much on the return game. Sorry about that. It is Marky Mark that started following. Thanks, Marky Mark. Big Rig, how's your day been so far? Dalakai, welcome in. Let's see. Dart's a solid startup quarterback with the power running back, Scatabo style offense. I'm not convinced on either of the Giants rookies too much with their play style, particularly Dart, but I know other fans feel differently about him than I do. Yeah, he clears out on the Texas route. We just scramble around and then get down. Darnold's last 2 years has to be one of the greatest stretches by somebody who was considered a straight bust before that. Yeah, he was close to being, just a back of the roster guy, but the Vikings really rejuvenated his career. I know he credits the Panthers and the 49ers a lot for his development too. Interesting path. You know, it used to be the thought that was like draft a rookie, have him hold the clipboard for a season or two, and then let him be the starter. And it seems like some guys still need that instead of starting right away. Of course, the Jets are kind of a rough franchise to get drafted to. At least they have been in recent history. I'm sure they'd love to turn it around. Let's see. Sean, welcome in. Thanks for following, Sean. I think I have a free play here. Either I do or I don't. We tried the jump pass to Rice. Didn't work out. Aaron Glenn's got to go. He just got there. We'll accept the penalty and take the first down. Sean F., welcome in. Thanks for following, Sean. Aaron Glenn getting called a bum by AMG. I would caution teams to at least give a head coach a couple of years there. And I know my guy Pete Carroll, maybe the game passed him by, but I felt like Pete kind of got the raw deal after just one season. I'd say the same for Aaron Glenn. Like, if you believed in Glenn 6 months ago, if you're the Jets, you may not have believed in him. But if you're the Jets and you went and trusted your franchise to have that guy be your coach, barring something being drastically wrong that you have to correct ship right away, I'd let him go for a couple years and really implement his program and get his culture going there. See, Garrison Shears, welcome in. Thanks for following, Garrison. Garrison, Sean, Dalakai, all of you guys, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope you're having great streams. Or having a great time watching the stream. Got to reply to an email. Sorry, guys. Slightly distracted. We got a new follower, the Dirty Bird Mike. How's it going, Mike? Welcome to our stream. Same with Doug Mack. Jakey says, "See, you're a Seahawk fan, Jakey? If you are, please follow up. I like to keep all the 12s together in here." Let's see. Your day's going well. Keep an eye on work. Got to go get your license fixed there in a bit. Found out you're suspended. Oh, bummer. Yeah, Mike, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. You've been here before. We lost you as a follower. Welcome back. Solo Phil, welcome in. Thanks for streaking with us, Solo. How are you feeling about the Hoosiers tonight? Yeah, I think it's really easy if you use the app. Who knows about PC, but on the app where the follow button is, like if you're browsing to accidentally like unfollow somebody too. This guy's using Doug Baldwin, or not Doug Baldwin. Got Doug Baldwin on the brain. He's using Odell Beckham Jr. at quarterback. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant. I thought maybe you were talking about Pete Carroll or something, because I was rambling about Pete. Got the short end of the stick. Yeah, he went in, tried to change the culture. Maybe he wasn't going to. I don't know. But I would have given Pete another season if I was Brady and Mark Davis. But I am a Pete Carroll stan. One of my favorite guys in sports. But that may be the last time we see Pete coaching at the NFL level. Gino isn't the guy, says AMG. Sure didn't look like it this year. He had some really good years in Seattle, though. That last year in Seattle, he was turning the ball over too much, to be fair. That first year, though, you know, when Russ was traded, for Gino to lead us to a winning record and get in the playoffs, that was quite a season. Felt like it was going to be, you know, a year that they were going to win like 3 games or something, but they hung around and played some decent ball. Yeah, I thought they could have drafted the rookie quarterback, and he usually has had good success with getting the most out of his quarterbacks. So, Dirty Bird Mike, you're probably a Falcon fan, right? With that username. I'd love to ask your thoughts on the Falcons' job opening and who you would like to see them hire if you are indeed a supporter of the Falcons. Would you want Harbaugh to come to Atlanta? Good drive by my opponent there. Pete should go coordinate somewhere you'd like him in New England. And you may be too young to remember, but I'm sure you know the history. Pete Carroll was the head coach prior to Belichick. I think he was there with your Patriots for 3 seasons before moving on. I think he took a year or two off, then he got the USC job, and then really kind of hit his stride as a head coach. Jerry Rice has a pretty strong arm for a wide receiver. He's going to show it off there to Chad Ochocinco, and we'll get a touchdown. You knew who he was, and I think Pete coached the Jets a season or two prior to his New England gig. Imagine firing Bill Belichick before New England. What a play. Yeah. The old razzle-dazzle worked out for us. Now can we defend for 29 seconds and against 3 timeouts? Hopefully. Yeah, he'll start his drive at the 26. Cleveland has been dumb since firing Bill. The franchise moved, right? They became the Ravens, I think, since they fired Belichick. And then the expansion franchise has had his share of heartache there. Going to be a good game tonight, says Solo Phil. So I'm assuming you're expecting a Hoosier win. Although I don't really remember Solo doing too many hot takes in chat. Certainly that wouldn't be a hot take at all. It's going to hit Henry for the run, so he's in field goal range. See, Bill loving the college parties, though. Yeah, Bill's seemingly living his best life. Got a significant other, got his job there with UNC, and he's doing his thing. Hot take, the games are fixed, says Tronic as his first message. Tronic, tell us more. Allow me to go get some tinfoil out of my kitchen so I can make a hat while I listen to this. But go for it, Tronic. Give us some evidence, man. Possibly Solo. Quite the opening salvo there from Tronic. And he had Dion for the touchdown. Lucky he missed. He went to a wedding, and Bill was chilling at the bar of the hotel where you guys were at for I'm the Cheetah. Yeah, warmer weather for sure. And we'll have a second to do something as he gets a field goal. I'm pretty lucky he missed that touchdown throw. Hot take, Bo Nix will not see another playoff season after this year. Ooh, Skyballer might be busy right now. That's going to get Skyballer typing away. Huge Bronco fan that frequents the stream. I'm really just looking for Chad Johnson and hoping he finds a seam. Instead, we got Rice. He bounces out of the animation. I thought he was going to run through for a second there. Does he know something that we don't? Yeah, I'm waiting for Tronic to follow up with more. Oh, here we go. AI overview. I want your overview, man. Let's see. He says a significant portion of the public believes professional sports are rigged or influenced. Various polls and public discussion indicate widespread concern about the integrity of the games, often fueled by high-profile scandals and the growing influence of sports apps. Did a little editorial on your message because we're live on TikTok and they're very strict. Yeah, that's an AI overview though, man. That's just saying what the fans believe. I want to hear what you believe, Chronic. John, he probably did. Said, here's a parting gift, guys. Yeah, AI just takes stuff from Reddit, dude, mostly. No, here's a Reddit post from 12 years ago, but I'm gonna polish it up a bit and regurgitate it to you. I mean, I do use it a lot, but still. Let's go with the RPO options here. So we know he wants to throw short, and I think there used to be a RPO read. Conservative, right? And then we won't be getting cooked by this play so much. Would like to be in cover 2 a lot, but it seemed like he was able to sit back there and find some seams as well. Jake 69, 69, 68. Thanks for following, Jake. How did we miss the last 69, Jake? Attack, how are you? See, AMG says, I don't believe they rigged. However, you believe the refs are influenced by the NFL at times. That sounds more reasonable, which is still bad. Zach, I'm doing good. Do you have any fun weekend plans coming up today? Or today, this weekend, I mean. There's the RPO and Ontario Poe. Cheetah said he was getting open. He had a good play there. Casey Too Tough, thanks for following. How's your day going? Actually, I'm sorry, it's Kai is Too Tough. My eyes looked at it quickly. This guy's running no huddle and I didn't read chat really well. Sportsman Mason, welcome back to the stream. How are you, Sportsman? We are multi-streaming, so I'm chatting with everybody on all the different platforms. In case you're saying, like, I don't see that username. That's why. Odell Beckham Jr. will toss it to the sideline. I don't think that got back to the line of scrimmage, speaking of the refs, but it is what it is. It's bad. You believe it's in all sports. Mason's doing well. I'm glad to hear it, Mason. Any fun weekend plans coming up, Mason? This guy goes RPO to Dion. Got the meeting back in a little bit. Skyballer, you missed a hot take about your Broncos a minute ago. But he said the Broncos will not make the playoffs again after this year while Bo Nix is the quarterback. I thought you should know that he said that because I figured it would get you going. But yeah, you got a meeting, so maybe we'll get to tell me what you really think. Skyballer says the Bronco guy is tripping. Skyballer, thank you for the bits. Have a great meeting. Let's see, just filming videos is Sportsman Mason. What type of videos? Videos for your channel? I'm assuming. Solo Phil may be pulling your leg now. Let's see. Ghost Dinosaur Soccer Ball. How's it going, friend? Thanks for jumping in, becoming our latest follower. Max fishing is a global issue that pro leagues and many sports deal with in Europe, Asia, South America. Why did I think the U.S. would be immune? I didn't say they were. But your first comment was, saying what you had to say, which is all good. And then you gave us an AI overview. So I'd like you to point to specific reasons you believe it for whatever league. If you think it's the NFL or NBA or whatever. I mean, we've seen some rogue players. I'd assume there's probably some rogue referees. I don't know that there's really a call coming down from Godell to say, all right, we want this team to win today. Who's to say it's not happening either, but at least I don't personally think that when I'm watching the games. Yeah, here's my opinion based off of what Gronk told me to think. All right, we're trying to bend, not break, and get the win here. 3rd and 9 coming up. And he did fit it in. Boy, I thought I was going to swap that with Diggs. So we got time, but not a lot of it. Let's see. P Woo. Thanks for following. Opponent wants to be up 3. No. Convert the point after try. Yeah, P Woo, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Ready for the FIFA World Cup. You're routing for Ukraine. Probably rooting for Ukraine. Did Ukraine qualify for the World Cup? Still waiting to see if the Italians will qualify. They're going to have to make it in the hard way because Norway won their division. Opinion: Joe Burrow dive for the sack, or was it a dive or not? I didn't think he dove. I haven't seen any evidence pointing to that. Then again, I haven't watched the play frame by frame either, so maybe he did. I know with Favre, people were talking about that pretty much right off rip with Strahan getting it years back. Hey, that's okay. Sometimes the lights get you guys to follow and then you stick around. Sometimes you guys don't, but we're glad to have you here. Miles is always going to get him anyway, says Zach. Let me get him next. Ukraine still needs to qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, I need something to get me up the field here quick. This is not the way we wanted it to go. Can you get next? Dude, you didn't even follow the stream. Come on, KG. Gotta lock in, dude. Alright, KG followed. KG, you can add me. It's Danielle Freaky Deaky 69 on PlayStation. Or you can stream snipe me. We're playing the playoff mode though, in Ultimate Team. And I'm playing on Nintendo Switch, for what it's worth. Oh, that was the one, man. DK was in behind, but the opponent's got the game now. He can just kneel down. Good game to him. It was supposedly a perfect throw because I have that perfect passer thing on Vic in the pocket. So I was like, hey, let me just take the deep shot down the field because I was running out of time to try to catch and get the timeouts and stuff. Man, thought we had it. Braven boy, welcome in, Braven. Maybe DK didn't run the streak route the right way. Cheetah says, my fiance said she was going to get us quarterfinal tickets in Miami for your birthday. Fiance sounds awesome, Cheetah. I'm sure she is if she's married to or going to be married to Cheetah here. That did have Vegas written all over it, didn't it? It's like that was following the script there. Dolphins hired a new GM. I mean, John Harbaugh won't go to Miami. You'll think he'll go to the Falcons, says Sportsman Mason. Possibly. Anything's possible. Still a bit new for you. Well, congratulations. I don't think I realized you were engaged, Cheetah. Maybe it happened over, the holiday time and everything. So, yeah, that's great news. I didn't realize this plays like a season, really. So I'm 2 losses and 4 wins, and this is a winner go home game. It was in October, just kind of kept it under wraps. I don't blame you. A lot of times people come in with a lot of negativity. That can even translate over here to these chat rooms and stuff where people just, oh, well, you haven't known each other long enough, or, yeah, keep all your opinions to yourself. Love is love. If you're happy, she's happy. Nobody else's business. Windsor, welcome in. Thank you for, well, actually, Windsor's been here, but Windsor, thank you for the 17 populars. All right, let's try to bounce back with a victory on our playoff hunt here. Been together 10 years this coming May. Pretty sure it's time. Yeah, you guys sound pretty compatible with one another. Just had a sausage McMuffin and hash browns. Ooh, that sounds like it would have hit the spot. When does Donnie get a ring? I don't know. Always the bridemaid, never the bride. One of these days. If Sam Darnold lifts up that Lombardi, I'm gonna have to do something about getting the ring, the replica ring. But right now, that's just a dream. Cheetah, dude, Cheetah's got a really old purple account for what it's worth. I think Cheetah and myself have the oldest accounts I've seen. Now I'm going to show off my account age. Just for the purple viewers. Yeah, Cheetah's like a month or two younger on the account, I think. Or a month. Yeah, we both came in around the same time. Way back when. Sam Darnold, Lifton Lombardi in the Seattle uniform will look crazy. It will. My purple account is 15 years and 5 months. I'm not talking about TikTok, unfortunately, Jonathan. Don't know how long I've been on TikTok. It had a different name originally, right? Even here in the U.S. It should work. It's probably had a small cooldown solo. Yours is from 2015. Oh, Solo's got an old account too. He's in the 10-year club. Do you remember registering? I remember I was watching that ESPN series where they had the Madden Cruiser and the Madden gamers. I think Problem Right used to be on those episodes way back when. I forgot the name of it. Sometimes you guys tell me what it is, but yeah, it was on ESPN2, and they would show these guys. They travel around. If a guy was a Seahawks fan, he'd like go meet Sean Alexander and get the jersey, and then he'd represent the team in these Madden tournaments. And they kept mentioning, you know, the purple platform, so that's what got me to register. I think they may have had some drops or some type of pack you got for joining too. Jonathan, I'm going well. How are you doing, Jonathan? And I remember being on Justin TV, but I don't think I ever registered for it. I remember just watching live streams way back when. Used to be kind of open seas back in the real old days. Don't want to get the times wrong, but I feel like that was like '09 or something with Justin TV. Join dates on some accounts are getting real crazy. Digital footprints are getting old. Yep, that's true. Had the account and never came over for Cheetah. And then, like, I never streamed on Mixer. I remember people being big into Mixer there for a while. Sort of when I started streaming. That's probably been, what, 7, 8 years now that that's been gone. Seemed like they were going to be a legitimate rival with some of the money they were throwing at creators, but yeah, I just stuck with the purple side back then. It was before you were at least publicly allowed to multi-stream. I think some people did it, you know, without permission and just tempted them to find them. Good job from him. 3rd and 9. My defense didn't get home, obviously, and trying to cover up those routes, but eventually they sprung free. I'd like to get a touch on the ball here, at least hold him out of touchdown scenario. Oh, there we go. We'll get both wishes granted at once. We'll get a touch on the ball, keep them out of the end zone, and run parallel here with Mays so we see somebody creeping up on us. Take some time off the clock. Little Zach Attack 4. What's happening, Little Zach Attack? Thanks for following. Jonathan, thank you as well. We need all the followers on deck. More followers, more time to the timer. Let's see. I think it's pronounced bacon, right? Been following for a while. Usually alert. Don't know why. First chat ever in here. Pretty sure it's not, but it's been a while. How have I been? Hey, I'm doing good. You have sent 61 messages here, and you've been a follower since 2021. Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time since I chatted with you. Recognize the spelling, though. Caleb, welcome in, and GBR. Is that great, Brendan? GBR Coco, welcome in. Yeah, we have a lot of bacon jokes these days for the trolls. Usually tell them to go warm up the bacon grease for their moms. Oh, did they drop the MLB cover already? Or you wanted me to guess who should be on the cover? Yeah, we probably start seeing some of that stuff soon. How did he hook past that thing out of there? Looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for Caleb Williams. Oh, I'm happy they got the 1 seed. I was very nervous for that San Francisco game. You know, Niners were kind of beat up going into it. Everything pointed to Seattle having a good, result, but you don't know until it actually happens. So I was happy they took care of business there. Now you just got to hope for the best matchup, and you may not really know what the best matchup is until it happens. But hopefully they can go through and take care of business for 3 more games. Yeah, these jerseys I'm not loving them. What are my favorite sports teams? Hado, thanks for jumping in and chatting with us. Hopefully you'll follow and stick around. My favorite sports teams, I like the Seahawks, the Sharks, the A's, and the Warriors. Follow college sports and soccer quite a bit more loosely than I do the big three. NHL I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to, but I do like Celebrini, and I've always liked San Jose. I just don't keep up with the games too much. How about for yourself, Hado? Let's see. Cade thinks it's going to be Jaguars and Seahawks. That's your Super Bowl prediction. I'm not buying on the Jaguars. I mean, they nearly lost to the Raiders. I know it was a long time ago, and any given Sunday, but Raiders were 2-point conversion away from giving them a bad beat in Vegas. So something about that team doesn't convince me. I feel like they'll be one and dones. But please come and correct me if and when I'm wrong. What made me a Seahawks fan? I'm related distantly to a original Seahawk. Super Bowl is going to be Seahawks Chargers, says Bentley. I think the Chargers are going the wrong way too this week. I'm not a hater. I just don't believe in any of your guys' picks here. Illegal forward pass. Cowboys almost did the most Cowboy thing ever. 8-8. You don't know how many times. Then they almost went 8-8-1 with a 17 game. Went to 7-9-1. The last week was awful. You think so many people have been sleeping on Josh Allen. He's been struggling a bit this season, but Allen in the playoffs is still Josh Allen. I think the supporting cast isn't as strong this year around the Bills for Allen. Maybe why, but yeah, I could see the Bills making a little run. Hey, Dorkcats, we like the 6-7 memes. That's when you know it's played out, is when gray-haired boomers are jumping in on the memes with you. But yeah, what's going on, Dorkcat? Gonna try to run out the clock. It's funny because you like the Mariners and the Blazers. As a kid, your favorite player was on the 49ers, so you went with the Niners. It is another Seahawks fan. And he just laid his body out in the way. I needed to hurl him, but I wasn't ready for it. I'm the Cheetah says, personally, I can't stand Josh Allen. Yeah, we're just trying to get all the 12s in here, Dorkcat, so we can all follow together and enjoy the ride, or enjoy the misery if it doesn't go our way. ACM 28, welcome in ACM. He better win this season because there's no Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. He better win. Okay, Mason. Mason sounds like he's going to take away Josh Allen's bubble gum if he doesn't win the Super Bowl this year. Who do I have for Super Bowl champion? I hope it's Seattle. I mean, I'm rooting for him. We'll see what happens. As it stands now, it looks pretty good for them. Imagine going out in game 1. Maybe they get through, but they have some key injuries. Oh, here comes the Rams to Seattle in the championship game. Well, that may favor the Rams. But yeah, I hope Seattle gets it done. Let's see. Bacon says, Josh Allen, man, he's never had the greatest receiving core. His best receiver was Diggs, and Diggs would choke in the playoffs for him. We've been telling people and New England fans, Diggs in the playoffs can choke sometimes, so if he repeats, don't be surprised. The Diggs brothers having quite a bit of a bad publicity these last few weeks. I'll just leave it at that. Sorry, I'm trying to reply to some emails at the same time. Okay, let me get caught up on chat. There's reason Stephon was a 5th round pick. Yes. Yep. A lot of truth to that. Let's see. Trevon didn't do anything wrong. Simply got cut because he isn't good. He's been getting hurt every year, so he hopes to stays in Green Bay with Micah. But if he doesn't, it wouldn't shock you because even in his All-Pro year with 11 picks or whatever, he still gave up like 1,200 receiving yards. Wasn't all that good coming out of college. He improved at the NFL level. Let's see. Sportsman Mason says, do I think Kelsey's retiring because Travis is washed? If he's really going to get married and settle down with his significant other, and she's worth over $1 billion, I wouldn't keep banging my head for concussions at his age. He had a decent year, though. I'm not sure if I agree with him being washed or that he can't be productive anymore. But yeah, I would just go enjoy greener pastures and say I was one of the best that ever did it at my position. Jed, welcome in. How are you, Jed? Thanks for being in the chat. Agree or disagree, Dak is one of the most hated players in the league for no reason. I thought there was at least a rumor this last year that Dak had some domestic violence or something. Something fairly significant was levied, but I don't think there was any proof of it other than, hearsay or whatever. Otherwise, I would 100% agree with you. It seems like he's been very charitable and a pretty nice guy off the field. Now, if he's, beating people up and stuff, then, all bets are off. You never really know what people do behind closed doors. Can stand Swifty, says first responder. You can stand him or you can't stand him. He dropped because of the ACL tear. And he's a big time a-hole, says Cheetah. Got a few things going on in Discord for my other work deal, so that's why I'm sorry I'm slightly distracted, guys. We're going to try to run out the clock here. So let me get this game hopefully in the books and get everything caught up. Pretty sure Kelsey's done, says first responder. No proof of that. You agree? If it's ever proven. He lost his mom to cancer. His brother in 2020, the Nealon this year to the same thing. Donates a bunch of money to charity, sick kids and everything. People call him a cornball for no reason. When they introduced him at the Super Bowl for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, the entire crowd booed him. Like, why? Yeah, I don't really get the Prescott hate. Some guys, they just seem to be a magnet for getting a lot of negativity from the fan bases. And I think living in the social media world, we get more of that now than we might have got 20 years ago, where maybe fans felt that way, but you didn't have a way to express that and get so many knuckleheads in on, just hating somebody to hate somebody. Yeah, if Prescott did something wrong, what I'm about to say is completely off base. But he seemed like he's a great guy. He wouldn't have got the Man of the Year award and all that if he wasn't doing good things off the field. Let's see, S World and Hunted Beast welcome in. I'm 40 yards. I don't know if my kicker can hit it from there, honestly. I don't want to miss it and give it to him that much closer. DDD Warrior, welcome in. The coach suggestion is to punt. The lights are flashing right there, Hunter. Or Hunted. No belief. Then I have the playoff card, Cranshaw, back here instead of Bobby Wagner. Not good for Cranshaw. So we didn't net much. We netted 20 yards. My kicker is Jason Myers for the Seattle theme team. And so I got to hold off a field goal try. Ideally tackle him in bounds. I think I want to run prevent with man coverage and 3 over the top. Adrian, welcome in. How are you, Adrian? You know, he wants those sideline routes. We're believing in the defense here, Solo. Yeah, sure. His on-field performance shouldn't reflect on how people treat him as a human being regarding Prescott, Bacon. You suck at playing online. That's okay, Adrian. I do too. We just jump on and try to have fun. Occasionally, you have your moments, right? You're getting a new Ravens jersey soon. It's Nike, not Fanatics brand. Odafi Owen. That's going to be a great jersey in your collection, friend. Oh, I almost had that with the edge rusher. You're at 8 losses and 4 wins, trying to get to 8 and 8. Hey, yeah, that's a reasonable goal. You'll keep getting better the more you do it, if you stick with it. We got Cameron Morrison following and at 8 following as well. Thanks, guys. All right, if we can just get him down in bounds, that'll be the game. Peta says oof on that jersey. Let's see, who do I have winning the Natty? I feel like it's gonna be the Hoosiers, but I don't know a whole lot. I'm not the guy that watches a ton of college football, so my opinion is, I mean, everybody's opinion is just an opinion, but my opinion on college is even worse. We get a rare seasons event player. Yeah, I think they trade K9 or Charbonnet this offseason. Walker's a free agent. I think they probably let him walk, pun intended. Canes have an amazing defense. Canes are doing great. Miami's going to win, says Bentley. Then yeah, I would say one thing with Miami. I mean, they were a play away from not winning last night too, so it could have gone either way. We get a wild card 86, Derek Carmen. He won't fit my theme, so we'll put him up for sale. Got some victory vouchers, and now we're on to the playoffs in the Road to the Super Bowl playoff event. So let me stretch a bit, and we'll get on to our next game. Jade's welcome in. Thanks for following. 1,375 victory vouchers. Now I'm assuming it takes me into the playoffs, but maybe not. Maybe that's all it is. Just make the playoffs in these events. I'm not. Well, this isn't a jersey. It's one of those what they call them, jerseys. It has Curry on it. Do you know who, or do I know how to upgrade the Cole Bishop? I'm assuming he needs the playoff tokens that go into him, Evan. I have a Julian Love that's like started 85. I think it goes up to 88. Miss PI on the Ole Miss Hail Mary literally saved him, says Bentley. Let's see, you're also getting 13 Chargers shirt from Nike and Guardians jersey, salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper shakers sound like a fun thing to collect. Don't take up too much space. Just got the drop. Oh, are drops on? They weren't on earlier this morning when I checked, but maybe they turned on throughout the day. Or maybe my account was just acting up. I usually try to look because they've been having a lot of drops here recently. Got one 5 minutes ago. Oh, perfect. Yes, not a lot of people know. Some people come in and say, is that Najee Marshall? It's like, come on, I'm the Danielle freak. It's Danielle Marshall. Next jersey you get after this one's going to be Derrick Henry because he may retire in the next few seasons. Yep, good look, Mason. Tronic coming back with a reply like 20 minutes later. Tronic, you're an interesting account, man. But, of course, we're going to have some respect for Cheetah and all the VIPs and mods. I'm monitoring the situation closely. Oh, Jonas Cespedes is in the A's jersey. Okay, so I guess it's just a new season. You hit the playoffs, and then you get the victory vouchers. All Cheetah can do is laugh. Yeah, Tronic with quite the debut here today. Although I don't think your takes are necessarily bad, but you haven't really pointed us to specifics to make a compelling case. Like if you were a prosecutor trying to prosecute the NFL or whatever scenario we're coming up with, you'd have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, you know, beyond you know, any reasonable objections that we might have, and I would say you've failed to do that thus far. Well, I'm not seeing really anybody opening up here. Backpedal, try to hit triangle, and we'll turn over on downs. Is researching considered AI? If so, we're cooked. I mean, I think using AI to point you to the right sources could be fine. But I was expecting him to say, like, okay, the Rams, Saints no call in the NFC Championship game, you know, whatever season that was, 5-6 years back, you know, something like that he was going to point to and really build the foundation. The guy's just lobbing jabs at Cheetah instead. Got Mike Vick in the backfield twice. He's got the running back and the quarterback. Have any other jerseys? Not many other people will know. Shoot, I have Antoine Jameson on the Mavericks. I think most NBA fans would know Jameson, but I think he was only in Dallas for a season. Lova Chichubu's not that rare. I have a Ryan Sweeney jersey from an A's giveaway day. Sweeney wasn't any huge star even then. Didn't have, you know, really significant career. Better than my Major League Baseball career. But yeah, I got a few kind of oddball guys over the years. AKA Hala. Welcome in, Hala. Thanks for following in. Who do you guys root for? As football fans, unknown user as well, and Jace, all of you new friends in here. Yeah, so I'm guessing kid probably bought it being a Jameson fan, and I live in Golden State area, and then didn't want it anymore after they traded him to, I think he went from Dallas to Washington. So I was at work and we had to go in for a sales meeting when I worked in sales. And the sales meetings would be like 7 a.m. or some nonsense, bright and early. And then my shift wasn't until 12, but I didn't want to commute back because it was a few towns over. So another coworker that had the similar scheduling that I did, we'd usually go just check out some yard sales and stuff. So it was at a yard sale. I bought the Jameson jersey for $1. So it wasn't like one I went and spent 150 on to represent my favorite player or something. Wasn't that big of an Antoine fan, but it's like, oh, that's a cool jersey for $1. Yeah, sure. Jack T, he's a Steelers fan. Who's your favorite Steeler of all time? But yeah, Bismack Biyombo was a good one. Wish I had a Biyombo jersey. All right, here we go. Now Tronic's bringing the receipts. One small example. But Jerry Rice and Tim Brown both swear that Coach Callahan lost to the Bucks on purpose in Super Bowl 2002 or 03. Tronic, I don't usually have my links on, but I'm going to give you permission to provide us the quotes there on that one because I've never heard that before. Can you please give us a source? Associated Press, ESPN, whatever. Podcast where Jerry Rice and or Tim Brown is saying Callahan lost on purpose. Bentley, thanks for following. Hard to say you really like James Harrison or Rashad Mendenhall. Those guys were great. Good picks, for sure. I had the ball first. So I'm going to need to be a lot better. I'm not going to ask AI overview. That's not a source, Tronic. All right, Tronic's being sarcastic. Tronic, this is a benevolent dictatorship. This isn't a public address forum. You're not down at City Hall with your 2 minutes to just say whatever's on your brain. 10 minutes, you're free. Go put it into your AI and bring us a source. Otherwise, risk the wrath of Solo Phil. If you're a Warriors fan, got to get an Andres Biedrich jersey. Biedrich was really good for a few years. He got to where they started playing hack-a-shack with him, and his free throw confidence got worse and worse and worse, and I think it made him such a hesitant player that he just really regressed and turned into a shell of himself. But yeah, Biedrich, first 2 or 3 years in the league, he was like a double-double machine. I thought he was going to be an excellent center for us. Why would somebody lose Super Bowl on purpose? Makes no sense unless there's a heavy amount of money involved. I agree with you, buddy. I'm just reading the guy's message from my purple chat. He then told me for a source to go ask AI, so he's got 10 minutes off Luciano. He's only 39. Wow, that he's still that young. Yep, I believe it. I didn't know his actual age off the top of my head, but I remember one day during the playoffs, one of the playoff runs for the Warriors, Steph Curry showed up wearing a Biedrich jersey, and then they went and chased him down. I think he was from Latvia, and he said he appreciated the love from Steph. All right, so Gronk told PETA, Bill Callahan, got a call in the third quarter from the Mafia to stop throwing the ball to Jerry Rice. The Mafia from Albania, too, because they're, big NFL fans there. This guy's kicking my butt. The game isn't that lopsided yet, but I've had no success moving the ball. I'm going to punt and try to regroup at halftime. Says he changed the game plan 2 days before the game. Changing the game plan doesn't mean throwing the game. It was always going to be a tough deal because they were taking on Gruden, and, it was Gruden's team the year prior. So, of course, Gruden was going to have a ton of familiarity with Raiders' scheme and personnel and all that. This week, they're on the bye week, 83, so we're not playing anybody. The next week, we'll find out. We'll play the lowest seed. Oh, right, C.J. Watson. Yeah, I remember the C.J. Watson deal. I think C.J. Watson didn't want to be associated with McGregor, too, because that was around the time McGregor had some domestic violence issues, if I recall correctly. I feel like that was a whole big thing over, something that wasn't a whole lot of anything. But, yeah, everybody's got a platform these days. Playing the Bears is super unlikely, 83, because the Bears are the 2 seed. So I don't think it's possible to play the Bears. If the Bears win, they'll be hosting the next game, right? Has to be a lower seed than the Bears if they go through. Rice said he believes Callahan game plan shift without a doubt led to center Barrett Robbins leading the Raiders the day before the Super Bowl. Robbins disappeared in Mexico and was later diagnosed as being bipolar. Yeah, it could have caused some stressors for him or something with the switch up. So Solo went and actually did the search on it. So that was not the strongest leg there for Tronic. Who would I rather play? I mean, I'm really cautious with this rather play stuff, but based off the information we have right now, we've played the Rams and Niners twice. They beat us once each of those opponents. So I don't really want to see those guys come in. So I think the best scenario for Seattle is probably the Packers beating the Bears and playing the Packers. But, you know, Packers go in and beat us by 40, then I'm going to regret saying that. Let's see, Ridstar, Caden, welcome in. Good to have you here, Caden. Talk about changing game plans is what actually wound up getting Harbaugh fired. This guy's just looking to run the clock. Let me toss this one. I'll play one more, guys. Timer's up, and then we got MMA coming up at noontime. So happy for your favorite Cowboy all time. Wouldn't get hired at Oklahoma as a tight end coach. Yes, very cool. Your fave 5_star. How's it going, Star? Right, so I guess if you get in, maybe you get so many losses as you progress through. I'm not sure how that works. Or maybe I went up a division. Should really figure out how this whole thing goes. But so 150 vouchers for losing? Sure. Don't mind if I do. Maybe that was considered the playoffs there. And then you can jump directly to the playoffs, but you have to pay 1,000 vouchers. So yeah, I'll try to earn my way through. Didn't realize it was taking me into the playoffs. First time through the event, so sometimes you got to get a try at it or two. Let's see. There's also a $46 Sauce Gardner jersey. It's a limited edition fusion. Is it with the Jets or is it with the Colts? I'm sure that the Jets jersey is going to be in much demand for a while. Let's see. G9 Bell out. Welcome in, G9. Jason Witten, top 10 tight end of all time. You think he is? Sure, I'd have a hard time coming up with 10 guys better off the top of my head. They'll pay you for the Jets jersey. It is a Jets jersey. Sportsman Mason, he's getting the closeout jerseys. That's okay. Get some value. But yeah, Sauce on the Jets. I mean, he got Rookie of the Year, right? Defensive Rookie of the Year, but he didn't turn him into a winner or anything either. Not sure that Jets fans are going to be clamoring for that one for nostalgia down the road. Did he get traded? Yes. Sauce is saucing it up in Indianapolis these days. Oh, he's got Jacobs on the run. Who's my quarterback? In Madden, I have the right hand Vic. Probably will transition to the Drake May here eventually. You mean like who's my favorite quarterback? Whoever Seattle's starting that week. So it was Geno Smith, and now it's Sam Darnold these days. Speaking of the Jets, the fact they were the first team ever to not get a pick at all, or not get an interception all season, made you laugh. Yep. Yeah, first team in the modern era. I think there was some traveling team in like 1922 or some nonsense that only played a few barnstorming NFL games that didn't have an interception as well. Lights are flashing blue. Did one of you guys become a super fan, or maybe the follow thing is just delayed, or a subscriber? Whatever it was. Yeah, thanks for the support. Usually, if they're flashing blue, something is happening on TikTok. Right, 4th and 2, trying to get the stop. Goes for the run game, and I think he fell forward on it. Thought we were going to stop him. Still a good jersey since Sportsman Mason. I don't know. Show up to the party wearing the Sauce Gardner Jets jersey. Get the conversation going. Did I see the Grizzlies are now listening to teams about Jaw? I thought that was a known fact for a while. I thought whenever Jaw got in trouble earlier this year, I forgot what he got in trouble for again, that they started considering moving off of him. Of course, now we're ramping up into deadline discussions here in the not too distant future. So yeah, be really hesitant to trade for John Morant. Still very young, hasn't been particularly healthy. Done a lot of stupid stuff off the court. Does stupid stuff on the court occasionally too. When he's in street clothes, trying to get into fights with other people. Curry Morant backcourt. I mean, somebody's going to probably take the swing on him. I mean, he's too talented for someone not to trade for him, but I don't know how much assets you want to give up for John Morant. But, that's the Grizzlies' job now. Figure out how much they can get. Curry to Memphis. Boy, that would be tough. Steph, thanks. Thanks for the memories. Or maybe you mean Seth Curry to Memphis, because Seth is a Warrior. Opponents converting the downs and distances here. Need to get the stop or takeaway. Throwing into some tight windows, but still moving. Yeah, Trae Young to the Wizards is a really interesting deal. Do thrift stores sell official NFL jerseys? Oh, Tronic had a link. Sorry, Tronic. The permission only lasts for so long, Tronic. Tronic was bringing the receipts. Solo, are you able to to relay the message for us? Yeah, thrift stores, I mean, they could have an authentic jersey if you're thinking of like a secondhand store. It just probably depends on the thrift store and the region. If you're in an NFL town, probably going to be a lot of jerseys there. If you're in Montreal, maybe not so much. Sabotaged us. That doesn't mean that he threw the game. Donnie Poe, welcome in. But I appreciate you actually bringing the link and not telling me to find it in AI. But then, again, we're talking about something that happened 25 years ago. Maybe Tronic thinks this has been a widespread thing for ages and ages. Of course, back then there was no Underdog fantasy. If you're not signed up with Underdog, use my code DYF for Underdog. They'll take great care of you as a first-time player, and you'll get your first gimme pick this weekend. Choose which NFL quarterback you want to put on a gimme for the wild card round. You're working. The one you're reading was published in 2013. Yeah, players probably aren't going to talk when they're still active. The old-fashioned way back then. Yep. Very true. Trying to save some time here for my offense. You're in Arizona, most likely Cardinals merchandise. Yeah, maybe you can find a Carson Palmer jersey or something. And Jacobs will find the seam, unfortunately for me. You have a weird coaching trade between the franchises that same year. 2 minutes is not enough time. Like, what is that? See, time to go to Goodwill next month for Mason. Yeah. Callahan, maybe he just hated his players. And Metcalf breaks the tackle. We'll start at the 32. Let's see if we can book in touchdowns and get a win here. Last game of the day. Got Hexagon coming up later on the YouTube platform. Hope you guys will follow and subscribe. Daniel Freak on all socials. Rice decided just to pull it down and got us some yards. with the legs. Hey, what's up, Chaotic? How are you? She loves Andy. How's it going, Andy? Tronic, you're the one that's breaking the news here from 25 years ago, so I don't know what he decided to do. Gabs, how's the fishing? Have you been out to the lakes lately? Gabs is a great fishing streamer. If you guys don't follow her, please do so. He's not that powerful now. Took a dive in the ring for his boy Gruden, right? What you're telling us. Allegedly. Yeah, could have just thought of a game plan last minute. Yeah, last game of the day. Timer's gone for today, Mason. But there's more streams coming. There's always another one in our future. So you've been out every day this week? Monday, tiny bass. Tuesday, got a 4-pounder. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, a couple small ones. Today, nothing. How cold is it for you when you get out there, Gabby? Is it still frozen? Or is it starting to warm up a little bit? Yeah, Gabby's a wonderful streamer. She's not only a partner here, she's an ambassador for the platform. Taught me everything when the Twitch sports program was in its day. Now we do some Creator Sports Network stuff together. All right, we'll get our conversion there. Open water, it's mid 50s and 60s. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, got his son a coaching position. And we'll hit Samuel down to the turf. He's going for the deep shot. Rick London's in shape. Can we take it in? No, we'll go down and put out the field goal unit. Maybe a little 3-point swing here at the end of this game. Or the end of this half, excuse me. Kick is laggy. I think we're going to shank it. Bummer. Excited for tomorrow. Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully the whole thing will go smoothly. Ravens have completed their interview with Clint Kubiak. I should have known it was laggy on the kickoff solo, and the game's kind of got that slightly delayed feel, so I should have kicked it ahead of time, so to speak, in anticipation of problems. Hey, Tyler Loop's done enough suffering. Just call me Danielle Freak. Too soon. Nervous about the first portion. Never done it on stream before. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's all going to work, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, just have fun. We don't have to be pros at everything. Just be yourself. And that's all we can do, right? Yeah, nice hat, go Hawks. I'm wearing it for engagement, Gabriel. You're competitive. Well, me too. I mean, I think all of us are. So I got on chew clock. I'd like this to be the final drive. Be nice to just not even give him a touch if it works out that way. Try running a different play. So, Gabriel, do you have any fun plans for your weekend, bud? Thanks for being here. F1 is today, January 10th. Today's not January 10th, Mason. Today's the 9th. Formula E tomorrow. Be sure to check me out on the Twitch stream Got some Formula E action for you guys. Could be if you're on the other side of the world. Mason's in Arizona, so no, he doesn't have that excuse. But yeah, good point, Solo. Whoa, no ads. Hey, thanks for subscribing. We've usually been opening a pack of real life cards for subscribers, and of course, I write your name on the wall, so I'll do that for you right now. Thanks, Gab. Just leaning on the run game. Want to make them use up their timeouts. There's their first timeout. Well, it's at the start of the names. I usually try to pronounce people's names as they are written on the platforms. You know, you'll get the occasional viewer, and I know you've had this too, where they'll be like, "Oh, my name's Andy. Call me Andy." Well, I don't want to expose somebody as being Andy if they get some weird troll or something following them around. Although I know Gabs is in your name too. Long lost cousin. Definitely a possibility, right? A lot of Cherokee tribe was in Georgia from way back. Yeah, I wanted to throw the little quick hitter to the outside, but we got the first down. I better stay to the run game. I did not forget. No. Reminds me of the '70s song. I don't know who sang it though. The We Are Family song. A big run from Walker to spin free. And now it's just matching up the time, right? I think my opponent's saving a kick for the ice kicker thing. Apparently he wants total roster authority and to pick the GM. That was what Pete had when he came to Seattle. He was the vice president of football operations. So Pete, I took a timeout with 2 seconds and it didn't get the response. I started slamming the directional pad over and over. Thankfully, this one's moving pretty slowly. And we should be good for the walk-off, but we did miss a kick earlier. But then, you know, it seemed like Schneider kind of pushed Carroll out when he got the opportunity there with ownership because I think he wanted to not have to answer to Pete on roster decisions. Per reports, Pete only interfered once or twice throughout like their entire 12 years or whatever it was together. But yeah, that's going to be tough for a general manager to accept that. Are you really Solo or are you messing with me? Let's see. You're getting Fubo soon, so you can watch all the live sports there for Sports Mason. She loves Sandy. Thanks for following. On your dad's side, same here. Yeah, my dad was quarter Cherokee tribe, although his grandmother, who was full-blooded, was registered as being half because she was adopted. So the whole thing, the lineage just kind of screwed up off of the Dawes rolls. We got T-Law first in the pack. This one's dedicated to Gabs. Our rising star rookie is Malik Neighbors, not a bad rookie. These are from last year as far as the rookie collection. And then we had Jerry Rice at the back of the pack. I am going to raid out. Not sure who's on. Let me see if we have one of our regular friends on, and I'll prepare for some hexagon action here in a bit. Let's see. We'll raid little hookah guy. He was in earlier. He just switched up his name, and I know him from knowing Skyballer and those guys. Yeah, don't let Bill Hannigan see the steal. I'm going to get him the hexagon, and then my opponent's going to be hexagoned because we're going to take him down. Tronic, I think it was. Thanks for the entertainment. Hopefully you come back. I don't think that you're necessarily wrong on anything. Like there could be some serious issues brewing in the world of sports here, including American sports. But yeah, bring the receipts next time, man. Don't just tell us to look into the AI. We had to give you a bit of a hard time. Solo, Cheetah, Gabs, everybody be well. Mason, thanks for hanging out. All of you guys that have a tab open, enjoy your drops. We'll be trying to get more drops Sunday, I think, here on the Madden sessions.